So it's been 16 days since finding out that our peace cabin, our home, our sanctuary burnt down and everything with it in the park fire. But it was just so unexpected, and we're very lucky and blessed to be able to immediately have a place to stay, to not have to stay in a tent or be dislocated. But it's still been hard. It's still been confusing because with the atrocity that we've been going through and losing our home and everything that we were building and everything that was inside of it, all of it, we've also been dealing with the emotions of feeling so much love and support from our community and even from strangers, and just so many people wanting to help us or just sending us their love. And we feel so blessed and so joyous about that, yet so sad and devastated about the reasoning. The roller coaster of a ride that we're going through, where we have days where we're feeling good and we're making great strides towards this new life we have to build all of a sudden, and also low moments where we just realize how destroyed everything is and how gone everything is. And in the end, yeah, it's just stuff. But if you were watching my previous vlogs, you know that we were building so much there. Not just for the house or for the land, though that was a lot too, but for us, for our lives, for our inner beings and our inner peace and our inner happiness. And to have that stripped away so fast has definitely been a crazy life experience. But like I said, I am incredibly grateful to be able to move through it gracefully and be held and be supported. And we've had so many clothes donated to us, we've had just so many people donate to our GoFundMe to help us get back on our feet. And knowing that through the destruction there is creation, and we're running through that creation process right now, and it's only going to continue from here on and on and on. I know it's going to take years to get back there, but it's all the practice of being patient. And we still haven't been able to get up there to see the house ourselves or to start cleaning. We're still under evacuation order, and we've just been waiting for 16 days now after finding out of when we could go back and really see the damage and process it all over again. It's definitely grief. So much grief in dealing with the loss of a home, of a safety place for you. And you can't go back. Your whole life changes completely. So we did get out with 2 vehicles, but my bug and then our van, we couldn't bring them down. So they're still up there and they didn't make it. They're pretty charred. We had just painted the kitchen wall, which was something that I had been wanting to do, but I felt nervous doing it because we were deep cleaning our kitchen like pulling the cabinets out, pulling the fridge out, mopping and bleaching the nasty stuff that was all under there. And when we pulled it all out, we looked at that wall and it was like, I can't leave it like that. I can't pretend that's not there and put everything back. So that night, after hours and a whole day of working and cleaning, I said, fuck it, Jay, we're going to town right now and we're buying paint. And the only place that was open was Walmart because it was like 8 p.m. And luckily they had a paint section and they had the exact green that I was looking for, that I always envisioned in my head for the kitchen. And we did it. And we brought it back. And I got to paint my first ever wall in my childhood home.
Alright, baby, let's see that first stroke.
Alright, I've never painted before.
It's gonna be amazing.
This one's for you, Mom.
Aww. Whatever she's doing right now, I'm sure she's happy.
Oh my god, it's saying do it! Do it, do it, do it, do it. Oh, fuck me!
Yes! Wow, that looks awesome.
Oh my god! And it was so much fun. It was so much fun. It was so healing. And I was so happy, and then from that we put the kitchen back together. We created a indoor herb station, plant growing station. It was just beautiful. And it felt so good, and like it felt like a really good transformation. And then 48 hours we evacuated. And 24 hours after that, the house burnt down. I love to dance and sing. I would always dance and sing for my parents, and if I had a show coming up, I would practice nonstop in front of them in the house. And before Jason came back up from his work, which he left early because we had to evacuate, I wanted to try something. It was a dance workout. That was so much fun. It was hardly even a workout. It was just dancing and like dancing hard, and it was so much fun. And I remember doing that and watching the sun go down in our backyard, and it was blood red or orange because of the fire. Smoke was all around the house. It was raining ash on us, and as I was dancing, I remember looking out our window and feeling at peace. Just feeling gratitude. Feeling happy that I had this space and that I could dance in a space and feel so free. And just that entire 30-minute video, just the sun going down over our trees in our backyard. I'll always, always, always remember that moment. So that was the last thing I did in that house before we started packing and evacuating and leaving. I will treasure that moment forever. There was a part of me that was just really hopeful that we would be fine. And fine, we're gonna leave early, like we're gonna get out of the smoke, we're gonna go somewhere where we can just be stress-free, we're gonna take our animals with us. But there was still a part of me that was like, we'll be back. We'll be back. We'll absolutely be back. We always come back. I remember just going through everything, every room, looking at it, and picking out the things that I thought were essential and necessary and needed, and everything else, even though it hurt, I consciously said goodbye to. I recognized that there was a percentage of a chance that it could be the last time I see it. But there was so much hope. There was so much hope that we would be right back. So I grabbed a few things from my music studio, the essentials, my laptop, my hard drives, my expensive microphone I just bought, my first guitar, my trumpet. But that was it. That was all we really had space for. So I looked back and I consciously said, okay, if this is it, thank you so much for this space, for this opportunity, for the stories. This whole vlog is just me crying. I really thought I could hold it together for y'all. I think that's why I tried waiting 16 days before recording anything. But no, we're still flowing. And I've learned throughout this whole thing is that it's for a reason. And even through this devastation, there has been so much synchronicity and uncanny coincidences. So I know that this is where we're meant to be, that this was written to happen. But I just don't know what I'm supposed to do now. But I do know that we are rising up from the ashes. We are the phoenix, and we absolutely died. We absolutely just died and burnt to the ground. But we're reborn now. And it's time to start anew. And the recreation process begins. And for anybody else who's going through this right now, I feel you. I know how devastating it can be. But we will get through it. And we're not alone. We just have to ask for help and allow ourselves to receive that help. Because it's with community that we can build each other back up. And you guys already have. You guys have done so much for us. Hang in there. We're gonna get through this. I've said my piece. Part of me doesn't even want to post this because I'm bawling my eyes out, but I think it's important to show all sides. And right now, this grief, this sadness is a very, very real side. And I don't want to hide it. I don't want to suppress it. I don't want to ignore it. And you shouldn't either. Because the only way out is through. So I'm doing my best to feel through all of these emotions. I honor the fact that it is sad. I honor the fact that this is grief and I am grieving. Jason is grieving. My family is grieving. My neighbors are grieving. And I honor that so much. More than I've ever honored that before. That's for sure. I don't think I'd ever imagine myself crying on camera. But here we are. New beginnings. Alright, this has been a long video. Oh dear Lord, that's gonna be a lot to edit. Alright. Bye, guys.